So yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Just went live. I am on my way to the gym. Got about 8 hours left in a 48-hour fast to try to get right. I was eating bad for a couple of weeks, man. I was in a bad spot with my diet. And then I see the news that both Kawhi and Norm are still out. In fact, they gave an update to Norman Powell's injury with, was it left patella tendinopathy? That doesn't seem great. And I guess I'm here to vent with you guys. Because last night I was still feeling pretty optimistic. I had a post on X replying or screenshotting a reply I had on YouTube to somebody saying, where do we go from here? And I thought that was a little bit overly dramatic. In fact, I put the video of Kawhi being asked that after they were down to 0-2 in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Bucks when he was with Toronto, and him saying, we go back to Toronto for Game 3. That's where we go from here. That doesn't seem as funny right now. Got to be honest with you. This is rough. So I want to be with the Clippers community. Maybe somehow it'll cheer me up. We're in it together with this unfortunately injury-prone team right now at the wrong time. Right? Just how is this happening right now? They just got Kawhi back. And now he's out again. I guess the good news is it's not his right knee. It's his left foot. I pulled the clip from where the play was that I think it occurred. If you guys want to check out that episode, it's in the live section. And yeah, he was trying to shake it off and play through it the rest of the game. And I thought the fact that he practiced, albeit a limited practice on Saturday, would be good news. I thought he'll probably be back for one of these games. Sadly, he's not ready to go yet. Not bad for a dad. Said really tough stretch of games. Such a horrendous time to have injuries. Yep. Miles Johnson said Harden is going to have nothing left by the end of the season. Sue as well. Mikey said, wow, of course. I get it. This is how everybody's feeling right now. Why us? Here we go again. Anything that can go wrong has and will. This is a fire engine just going by. Unbelievably bad luck for a team that seems to be dealing with it more than any other in their franchise history. Now, because they're out this game, doesn't mean they're out on Wednesday too. Doesn't mean they couldn't be back by then. I'm just thinking about how there's 26 games left in the season. The Lakers look to be getting things together with Luka Doncic, which just compounds the pain right now. Minnesota thankfully did lose last night, so not all is lost. Had they won that game late against OKC, the Clippers, I think, would be in the 6th spot or be in the 7th spot right now in the play-in. Minnesota would be in the 6th spot. So, are they taking extra time right now? Because they know there's about to be a big push, and they still feel like, hey, We find a way to win both games against the Lakers Friday and Sunday, and we're in great shape. I don't know. Nobody knows the severity of the injuries. We just know they're both out again. And I got to be honest. I said I think on Clips and Dip, if Norm is out both games, I'm going to be pretty concerned on the back-to-back. So, yeah, I'm pretty concerned. We have reached that point. I didn't think Kawhi would miss both games after hearing they practice on Saturday. Maybe his foot didn't respond well to the practice. Oh, this is tough. This is not what I want to wake up to today. I probably would have bet on one of them playing in today's game. It's a huge game, especially after the loss they had yesterday. Pistons have won 6 in a row for the first time in a damn decade. They are on the second night of a back-to-back. As we're getting more, I think, understandable this time doomer messages in here. Alex Webb said, can't wait to do this all again next year. What else do we got? Miles Johnson. Always us, man. I'm sick of it. Hey, DD Morel said, this is kind of okay. We can see our role players tested once again, but with the laughing emoji face, so I don't know if that's sarcasm. Not bad for Dad said, I hope Ty shakes it up. I really dislike how often he just used the same thing over and over. It's funny because yesterday everybody was saying he was shaking it up too much at times with a lot of different rosters he tried out. And I thought when he went small, it was appropriate. I didn't hate the way he managed the game, but I did say I would have started Bogey. I would start Bogey. Please start Bogey. You need his potential offensive firepower. Doesn't mean he's going to have it. He's not having a good year, but he does have a long history and track record of a guy who can heat up quickly and turn into a flamethrower. I would start Bogey. I would start him probably over Amir or Dud or DJ, but I just don't think that all defensive lineup, I don't think they have enough offensive juice out there. And James Harden had an extremely efficient game yesterday. What did he have, 31 on like 17 shots? I don't know if you're getting that performance again on a back-to-back. I would start Bogey. I said it yesterday. I understand what Law Murray said pregame, that it does make sense in a lot of ways to try to keep Bogey with Ben and try to keep continuity between the lineups and rosters. Guess what? We don't have that luxury right now. This is about just trying to find a way to win one game. Even if the long-term plan of having these two guys play next to one another and build up chemistry gets pushed aside for that, oh well. They can't start off this road trip 0-3. I said that on Clips and Dip too. You can't start off this road trip 0-3. It's brutal. So, as disappointing as this is, I'm not counting them out yet in this game against Detroit. This is a dig deep, gut check moment And I think you got to push the right buttons if you're Coach Lou. I think you have to have a sense of urgency right now. And I'm not saying bogey is the cure-all. It might not do anything. If he shoots it like he did yesterday, yeah, they're in deep trouble. If they have him, DJ, Dunn, and Amir go 2 of 22 from 3 like they did yesterday, they're in deep trouble. But I'm going to say bogey, green light. You're with the starters. I need you. You started a lot of games. He has been a focal point of teams and offenses. He has been featured like that before. Maybe that's what gets him out of the shooting slump. Maybe that's exactly what it is. Worth a shot. Nothing's guaranteed, but it's worth a shot to me. Mikey said, oh, believe me, they're not coming back probably next week at the earliest. We don't know that. The fact that Kawhi tried to practice, was limited, that's got to mean something. Miles Johnson said, I just don't get how Harden, Zoo, and the guys have had to take on a crazy load the whole season, and just as the reinforcements come, we're unhealthy. I know. That's the cruel irony going on right now. D.D. Merle said, this is kind of okay. We could see our role players tested once again. I think he just said that earlier. Alex Webb said a win tonight would go a long way, right? You need that type of victory just to complete stay ready Clippers type of win. When they're at their lowest, they've found a way to put together some of their best wins over this era of basketball with Kawhi. He's been out. They have found ways to win games. Out for an entire season. They still are over 500. Alex Webb points out what I said earlier. Pistons also on a back-to-back. They could have tired legs. They just won in Atlanta. I think they're in the midst of a 3-4. This is the game 3 of the 3-4 for them. Maybe Patty Mills does get run. If nobody else is hitting a 3, why not? DD said, no, for real. I hope they step up tonight. I would start Bogey tonight as well. But then who would come off the bench to score? Well, might be more Beauchamp tonight. I thought he looked good last night, honestly. Beauchamp looked really good. Simmons had a great pass to him on the left elbow for a jumper. Shot it with confidence. Like, you're staggering lineups anyways. Like, it's not – people think that there's like a 5-man line shift or something going on. It's like, okay, you start Bogey. Maybe you take him out earlier. Take James Harden out a little bit earlier, even though he typically plays the majority of the first quarter, if not the entire first quarter. They got to find something. They got to find a spark. Amir has been okay, but start Bogey, says Mikey. Yes, Ben is out today. We already knew that yesterday. They did leave the door open for him playing in back-to-backs eventually this season, but it's not starting yet. This is also a game where if I don't see Ivica Zubac get up 15 bleeping shots, I'm pulling hair out. There's just, you don't have a path to victory with this many guys out without Ivica Zubac getting his share of shot opportunities. You just don't. Please get Ivica Zubac the basketball. He only took, I think, 11 shots last night. That stretch in the second quarter where he's 4 of 4 and just hit a right-handed hook shot over 3 defenders, and the next 6 shots the Clippers take are from 3. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. I think it's just bad habits. Tonight, please get Big Zoo going. Like, it doesn't mean you're going to win, but you probably can't win if you don't at least try to get him going. Alex Webb saying the Pistons are minus a point and a half. The book's still giving the Clippers a good chance. Someone saying move Amir back to the bench. Well, I mean, yeah, that could be the guy that Bogey is starting over. I think Amir has had a lot of good starts for this team in place of PG and Kawhi over the years. He's been very serviceable in that area, especially last season. And for Kawhi at the end of the year. Played DJJ more than 19 minutes. Yeah, I would. Saying played done less. I don't know. If he's not shooting it well, you might have to do that. Someone pointed out that Harden appeared frustrated in the post-game interview. I saw it too. Maybe he was. It's understandable. Everybody's frustrated right now. He pointed out how it's tough to win when you don't have 2 of your top guys. Facts. He's not lying. I commend the effort yesterday. I don't think there was an effort issue. I think the Pacers have been playing really good basketball. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. They've won 16 of their last 21 now. They played a tough pace for a team on a road trip especially. I think that's why they're so good at home. And the Clippers couldn't shoot. They couldn't shoot at all. Shooting like stormtroopers. Daniel said the panic button. DJ plays more. Amir off the bench. This is just kitchen sink approach. Like, you got to try anything in this game. That might mean if guys aren't shooting, yes, Patty Mills. The second night of a back-to-back, yes, Beauchamp in the game earlier. He looked good yesterday. That might mean start Bogey. I said it yesterday. Start him. Like, you may just have to hope he catches fire. Otherwise, you're in trouble. And for that to happen, you might need to embolden him, give him some confidence, and say, we're putting you in the starting lineup. Bogey's a badass. I believe in him. He almost beat Team USA for Serbia. You make the argument he was better than Jokic in that game this summer. I know it hasn't been a good year. I know it wasn't a good game yesterday. 1 of 8 from 3. But you got to try something. You really do. Zone saying it's a wrap if Norm Powell has long-term knee swelling. They've lost their last 6 games without Norm Powell, guys. The last time they won a game without him was back in November. So you talk about, I don't know, the 2 most critical guys on the team when it comes to winning being out. It's so it's just painstakingly frustrating right now. I was really hopeful last night one of them would be available. And seeing that they've updated Norman Powell's injury to something more specific think it was called left patella tendinopathy. Tendinopathy is, I believe, what Kawhi had in his right knee back with Spurs when the injury started to happen. Not saying it's the same type of injury. Or apparently, Norm has had this before, and he missed 2 games back in 2021 from it. I saw that, I think, from La Murray. So he's had it before. He's figured out a way to manage it. Missed 2 games. Came back. Well, this would be 3 straight games. You saw him. It looked like he was fighting through something at the end of that Jazz game. So as much as they had to have that Jazz game and they fought back down 20, now it's like, damn, how much did that contribute to this? How much did that game hurt them? Having to battle back and play huge minutes the second half of back-to-back. That's taking its toll now. It's having long-term effects. I don't know. He shot it in the three-point contest. He didn't shoot it well. But I kind of thought that meant Norm was good. For him to miss the 3 games out of the All-Star break after being there that weekend and participating is pretty unfortunate. So, level of frustration is high right now, guys. It is. Level of concern is high. Has to be. I did not want to wake up to this news this morning. Didn't think this was on the bingo card or whatever the kids are saying nowadays. I'll read more of your comments now that I parked. Toby says, wow. Mikey says, but hey, we'll continue to support my Clippers. I like it. C's saying this. Let's support our team. Let's go. Lamont saying coffee struggling is surprising. I'm starting to turn off on him. BJ Matthews said another tough blow. No Kawhi, Norman Ben. Gonna have to get out some offense tonight with defense on Cade. Zone said Zubats 40-30 rebound masterclass. Okay, you're dreaming. How about just get Zubats 15 shots? How about that? Is that possible with all these guys out? It should be. So maybe that's asking too much. Like, there are certain guys, it doesn't guarantee you anything getting him 15 shots. But if you're not getting him that many shots, it might guarantee a loss. If you don't get a beat to Zubats involved, it might guarantee a loss. I don't think you have options or an option to not get him involved right now. Beauchamp scored 70 points in a game before. Well, he did average his come up to the NBA was an interesting one. Toby said last year was the year to do it. Last year, the year before that, or 2021 and 2020. It's brutal, man. B-World said, damn, Adam family. We never will till this low ass. I don't think this has anything to do with Coach Lou. Coach Lou had them 4 games over 500 before Kawhi even came back. V-World saying 5 years of nothing. I get the disappointment right now and people feeling pretty low. DD's saying, isn't that just Ty Lue not getting Zoo involved? That's just bad coaching. We shoot so many threes as a non-3-point shooting team. Well, they're 12th in 3-point shooting. You can't say they're a non-3-point shooting team. They're solid. And you kind of have to play the math game to some degree when you're down this many guys. I get it and hope you get hot. I don't know if it's Coach Lou. I don't know if it's the players not getting him involved. I'm sure it's a combination. Mikey said, I said the off starts with Zoo. I'm just saying, just get 15 shots up, please. Zone said last year was worse because the team was amazing. But these slumps after All-Star break are concerning. No laughing matter said, Ireland loves you. I'm feeling lucky now. Love you back. Makua said, one more season of pain next year, and then Kawhi will be gone unless Frank can get Nico to take Kawhi this summer. This era needs to end. BJ Matthews said left knee, patellar tendinopathy. Yep. No, we don't like that. Ibrahima said, y'all got Ben Simmons. Yeah, he's not playing in this game. He hasn't played back-to-backs. Watch him cook with Harden. He's not playing. No laughing matter said painstakingly frustrating, the official name of the Kawhi Clippers era. I mean, it's not like they had good luck for Kawhi with stars and injuries. Maddox said Kawhi should have stayed with the Raptors back then. Sports Geek said this era can't end soon enough. Same stuff every year. No laughing matter. Talked about me having flattering filters on the guns. I was going to the gym, but then the buddy said he was going to stop by at 20, so I'll go to the gym a little bit later. C said, damn. Playthrough Zoo, LOL, said Sports Geek 91. I don't think that's a laughing matter. Behind Tears said Zoo needs to demand the ball. Looked like he was frustrated when they took him out early in the third quarter. But he's a team guy. He's a good guy. Laker fan in here talking about Luka, I think. HDC TV Network said Ben not playing for sure. Yes, Ben is out. Soggy Cereal said, we'd rather this happen now than at the end of April. Okay, if you're looking for positives. There is time. There's also 26 games left. Mikey said, what's frustrating, could still be a three-point shooting team and still Zoo the main focal on offense. I don't know if he needs to be the main to just get 15 shots up. I'm not asking a lot. 15. HDC TV Network said, I'm from Detroit and I'm going to the game. This is going to be terrible tonight. Hopefully they surprise us, as they have many times before when things look as bad and as bleak as they do right now, and their backs are against the wall and they come out swinging. I've seen it plenty of times with this Clippers group, guys. I know you have too. John said, come on, dude, you're talking nonsense. Metal Slug 26, we need Ben and Zoo to figure it out. Ben is not playing. Sports Geek 91 said, I feel for Ballmer. What else can you do? I feel for everybody. I feel for the players being injured. They don't want to be injured. I feel for the coaching staff, the front office, Steve Ballmer. It's all the things within their control. They have done well. Injuries are outside of your control. What do you do about it? John Doe said Lakers won't even make the Western Conference. I wouldn't be so sure about that with the defensive effort I saw from them against Denver the other night, and I know they're going to be very good offensively. They got to stay healthy too. Is everybody, but he said Clippers got a better squad than the Lakers. Facts. Maybe if they're healthy. Z Nathaniel said, we are the best team in the league. Okay. Find a way tonight. Find a way. That's what I'm saying. Just find a way. Whatever it takes tonight. I don't care if it's not good process. I don't care what lineup and rotations you have to go with. Find a way. Joshua said, is Kawhi's injury that bad where he can't play on it? Like, damn, this is an important portion of the season. I don't even know if Kawhi is the one making the decision on it. Like, this is typically Kawhi wanted to play earlier in the year. I think he felt like he was ready to come back much earlier from the knee issue. They kept him out. That's how it typically works. You got to protect players from themselves. This whole Luka plays zero defense is amazing to me. After what? Did you guys not watch the first round series against the Clippers last year? Luka played defense. If the Dallas Mavericks could have the number one defense post All-Star break with Luka and Kyrie starting, how much of this no defense narrative is meaningful? How could they have the number one defense with two guys that allegedly don't play any? It's almost like you guys are talking. Too many people go narratives over film. I prefer film over narratives. He just had 4 steals in that game against Denver, by the way. I've seen him play defense with the Lakers already. It's not. This whole plays zero defense thing is such a gross exaggeration. I wish he played zero defense right now because he's a Laker. I wish he did against the Clippers in that first round series. But he did play defense. Yes, they would have beat the Mavs if Kawhi was healthy. I agree with you. F said need Norm to win games. What the hell is patellar tendinopathy? How do we make it go away? Can't speak to that. Was a kinesiology major. That's pretty far from a doctor. What's your favorite film of 2024? That's random. I don't even know. I used to watch all the films that were up for Academy Awards, and I'm guessing those are on their way, and that's why people are talking about it. I think, yeah, being hosted by Conan O'Brien. Andrew Johnson said Eclipse really disappointed this year. Depends what your expectations were. Coming into the season, many people thought they were a bottom 4 team in the Western Conference. And right now, they're 6th. I am a film guy. I've fallen off a little bit over the past year. I need to do better. I used to watch all the best pictures, the best picture candidates and stuff. I'm sorry, F. I've let you down. Too much Clippers talk, not enough time for movies. I've been watching too many bad movies late at night, or too many true crime docs. Luka just had 4 steals. I don't care that you play fantasy, bro. He just had 4 steals the other night against Denver. Him saying he plays no D, like, you watch no film. That's the film I've been watching. Luka literally had a possession against Kawhi where he locked him up in that first round series last year. Luka was playing hard defensively. F said Oscar-nominated movies have become so pretentious. Maddox said, can the Clippers beat the Thunder in a series, Adam? Can they beat the Pistons tonight? That's what I'm worried about. I'm not looking that far ahead right now. Can they get healthy? That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, the same guy who said he gets no steals now is like, well, I don't care that he got 4 steals. Those goalposts are moving quick. How do I feel about the Magic? I don't care about the Magic. I care about the Clippers getting a gritty, undermanned, shorthanded victory tonight. That's all I want. That's all I want. Rally around the injuries. Find a way to find some inspiration. Dig deep. They can do this. I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. Where things look as dire as this and the Clippers come through with a huge victory. Pistons are playing great, though. They've won 6 in a row. They've won a bunch of games by double digits. The Clippers, meanwhile, have been down double digits in every game in February. That's concerning. Their defense has not been good enough. 3-point shooting by the opposition, that did go down a little bit yesterday, as I think the Pacers only shot like 33% against them. Cade's been amazing. This Pistons team is having a moment right now. They have been waiting for this. It is going to be a very tough place to play. I think it's Little Caesars Arena. I hear they have some of the best media food. This is just a brutal time for the Clippers to go through all these injuries. Toby said, I want another Kawhi chip. So do we. We've wanted it for 5 years. We want a Clippers Kawhi chip. My guy, I'm sorry, but Luka's a better defender than you realize. Playing zero defense is just false. You can find plenty of clips online of Luka playing defense. I know he's not known for it. I know he's not a great defender, but saying he plays zero defense is not true. But who cares about Luka and the Lakers? Until Friday and Sunday when the Clippers have a back-to-back against them. The good news is they have a great opportunity to knock the Lakers down a peg. Lakers probably going to smoke the Mavs tomorrow night. And the Clippers need to keep pace. They need a victory. Why are they out, Adam Richard? You're a little bit late to this one. Appreciate you guys. This was a venting session. Let it all out. I know there's frustration, disappointment. But through it all, hopefully I'll be talking to you post-game after a Clippers win. Hopefully they figure it out. Start Bogey, get Zoo more involved, and see what Beauchamp has. All hands on deck with the guys who are available. Patty Mills, if nobody else is hitting threes, you might have to get very creative in this one. All right, guys, we'll talk to you at 3 with your pregame show. Clippers in Detroit taking on the Pistons. I'm Adam Moslin. This has been another edition of Clippers Talk.